Welcome back to crypto's juiciest news. Biddy Coin hits 100,000 American dollars. Again, we get to celebrate it over and over and over. What a lovely gift. Markets have started to move up again. This is the chart of the Biddy Coin. We are still waiting for a resolution to this chain. But what's been happening, friends, is there has been a sudden thrust up. It feels like the market has received a big boost out of nowhere. And we don't know exactly what it is, but I just want to remind you, I remembered something from yesterday at Juicy News. We covered that in the 15th in Americana, there is a crypto disco ball. It's some sort of a crypto ball. It's like where they do the dancing and they sit around and, you know, people wear white gloves and there's white tables and they eat meze and carrots and stuff. So that crypto disco ball is sponsored by Coinbase and Solana and Pui and a couple of other institutions. And it's basically, it's held in Washington. So it could be that people getting ready for the day, maybe they've just started speaking. And there's been just a change in the air. In terms of, well, we've got some big news, friends. I'm going to get right to it. Before we even cover anything else, this is like extremely urgent breaking news of the day. Donald Trump, there's a rumor out. It's not a real rumor. It's probably going to happen. There's a new SEC overhaul. And he's literally said he's going to do a complete overhaul. He's going to make the SEC freeze every court case that doesn't involve fraud when it comes to crypto. So this news is epic, and yes, it does have ramifications for Richard Hart, but you got to remember as well, Richard, look, this is the BS thing. Richard Hart's case for PulseChain, okay, it does involve fraud, okay? It does have a fraud thing. Now, the fraud is bogus because if you go and ask, okay, there's 250,000 people who own this. If you asked 250,000 people, hey, do you think there's fraud? And you tell everybody, bro, by the way, if you answer yes, our bags are going down, everyone's going to say no, there's no fraud. Because you understand the game anyway. So this fraud is bogus. And by the way, it's just what the SEC claims, but a bunch of BS, friends, because the fraud, it's not real fraud, dude. Like, okay, there's $650 million that may have gone somewhere. Richard might have, we can't even prove it, might have spent 12 million of that to buy luxury stuff. Might have. Maybe. Doesn't matter. We still got the rest. And we're still turbo long Ethereum. It doesn't really matter. Okay, because here's the thing. It's got to hold till like 10k ETH anyway. So you're meant to have like $1.8 billion. You see what I mean? So the percentage of that is tiny. So I'm just going to show you the actual announcements coming out. Trump's corrupt SEC. So actually, no, it's Trump's SEC. No more corrupt SEC. To overhaul crypto policy, it may freeze enforcement. Trump's SEC reviewing some crypto SEC enforcement cases pending in the courts. He may freeze litigation that does not involve allegations of fraud. This is according to Reuters. So this is a big boost out here. And as you get to see, friends, when it comes to these, it doesn't even matter specifically what it is. It's just the whole vibe and the air. Because it gets really hard to say, oh, we've let all these other things go, but then your thing is the one that's not legit. It doesn't come down to that. Also, it's funny, I've got a fudder here. JC, once again, fudding. I will cop any hate and receipts. I'm going to short the hell out of the whole crypto index once Trump is in. Apart from a few headliners, 99% of meme coins will disappear. Everyone has a rude awakening coming. So that means you're going to get short in 4 days. Well, we're going to hold you to that, JC. And I'm just saying good luck, bro. Now, for the rest of us, I'm just going to quickly go through some of the news and stuff that's been going out. So US inflation has come out. And it's at 2.9%. It actually rose, okay, but it's the expectations were around 2.9%, but it's up from like last month. So it's this 2.9 though just kind of gives you an idea that look, some on one hand, remember, friends, what are all the mid curvers, all the VIP subbers, those types of people, those KOLs? What are they telling their crypto audiences now? They're saying we need the rates to go down. They basically, what they're telling you is you have to lose more money. That's what they're saying that. Because they know the rates don't go down unless the economy and the S&P 500 has crashed. So they're effectively telling you to go and get stuffed. But I'm not. Moo! So that's what they're telling their audience, you're not going to make any money. Your altcoin's going to keep going down. And there's going to be a big crash. You're going to lose another 80% of your money. I'm not joking, friends. They're literally saying you're going to lose another 50 to 80% of your money. And then he or she who's saying this filth, they will be able to buy your free cheap coins right at this moment. That's what the friends, if you translate what they're saying, they're actually saying that. When they say, oh, I need rates to come down, they know. Go check all their videos and all their presentations. They all say the same thing. They say, well, rates only come down if everything's bonked, and if everything's bonked, all the prices go down. We have a big liquidation event, just like zombie virus 2020. Well, that might not happen. What if they're wrong? What if they're wrong? Well, I'm looking at others BTC ratio here, and we want to know something. Want to know a trick, friends? I mean, like, this is, just study this in your head, okay? Others BTC, look what it did on zombie virus 2020. It did nothing. Isn't that crazy? What does that mean? It means everything just dropped together because it just happened so fast. People didn't wake up and like, oh, I have to go panic sell this one altcoin. People didn't do that. It was just Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin's correlation just dragged everything down. That's wild. Others BTC. So the ratio of your altcoin to BTC, all the ratios stayed the same. Yeah, I remember this from even Hex BTC was like rallying during this time. It's kind of funny. So here we are today. It is possible. So shout out to my friend, Mr. Wooquintus. I made a video for you yesterday, a shorter video. Where if we repeat 2017, so what I talked about the interest rates is we have, it's spooky how much it's repeating, because in 2017, interest rates were going up and they were tight. What you think was tight in 2017. And we had the biggest crypto alt season of all time. Literally the biggest bull market ever. It was a Donald Trump bull market as well. So if that happens again, okay, just some key dates. April 2025 marks the 12-month period after the Bitcoin halving. It is exactly 12 months. That's a very, very key point. And also June and July. Okay, so this window here. Now, why is that important? Well, in 3 out of 3 times, this is why something different is going to happen this cycle, without like it's by the indicators, because in 3 out of 3 times altcoins peaked exactly 12 months after the Bitcoin halving. Exactly, that was the alt BTC ratio peak for all of them. Okay. However, if that happens, whether that happens or whether we go into June, which is repeating 2017. Something else different has happened. When altcoins had this flush up, it was 100 days to the top. But if we go to April, that's 147 days to the top. That's never happened before. In each time, it was exactly 100 days. Okay. So, and that's very, very significant, because it just shows you, like, it really is a believer cycle. Like, something different is happening this time. But it's not like the overall theme is the same, but just like it's when you're going down to the weeds and the quirky stuff. In some other juicy news as well, friends, Italy's largest bank has bought 11 Bitcoin, and they said they are preparing for potential Bitcoin demand from bigger clients. So you notice how there's just going to be this positive surge wave that, that's all. And like, why is it happening? We don't know, man. It's just 4-year cycle. This is just how it works. That's it. It's after the Bitcoin halving. Okay, things start just going wild. And I know it wasn't happening before, but that's also in the post-Bitcoin halving year. January is always slow. There's always a hiccup in January. But unfortunately, see, something slightly happened different with this January. In 2017 and 2021 January, the first 2 weeks, Bitcoin was accelerating up, and then it stopped halfway. The second half of January sucked. We didn't get that this time. This time, the first 2 weeks of January have pretty much sucked and stalled. That's what we've been experiencing. Does that mean now the second half of January is just going to run forward? I guess we'll see how it plays out. Also, shout out to all my baby dolls in Oklahoma. So they've introduced a Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Act to buy and hold BTC as a state asset. We expect more states and stuff to follow up, because pretty much we just want the word to get out more, because crypto, remember, it's a peaceful technology. All right, it's non-violent, because we know we win on our ideas. That's like, democracy and freedom of liberty and stuff. If you have the best idea, you won. Sweet. Well, the value proposition of crypto is so large that we don't need to force people to use it. We just need them to hear about it. Because what happens, man, you're all FOMO. Everyone wants a FOMO. Like, the only reason I'm in crypto is because Bitcoin went so far in 2017, the whole world started talking about it. And then I started hearing people who couldn't make money futures trading. They were making money trading crypto and Bitcoin. I was like, what? Even they're making money? Then I actually had that fear of missing out. You know what I mean? So that's how even I started. Everyone else starts like that. You hear someone else, and now it's the same thing, right? You hear other people getting rich without you. So that's how we'll see how it plays out this year too. Also, so big news, friends. So PulseChain core coins, they've actually pumped up 25% in a day. I'm just going to give you the screenshot. Like, man, we got to celebrate these greens. Actually big. Shout out to Pulse Coin List. So I like using Pulse Coin List more than it's Pulse Coin List /stats. I love using Pulse Coin List more than GoPulse. Why? Because GoPulse, they're more Richard Hart maxi type. So eHex is just like a little dot here, which is nothing. And the font isn't as big as I want to. I always have to custom make the font bigger. But I like Pulse Coin List. And by the way, this is cool. Pulse Coin List, friends, they actually show you the holders. If you click on, if you get /stats, you got to click on the stats page, okay? So it actually shows you like, oh, well, eHex gained 22 holders today. pHex gained 95 new holders. It's kind of funny, like, who are these new accounts that bought? Where are they coming from? I don't know, man. Just that's how crypto works. You just keep, there's growth rates. People just keep buying themselves, right? This is wonderful to see. So as you can see, everything up like plus 25%. Hex from Ethereum, this is up 31%. PulseChain Hex, the ProChain Hex, 25%. Inc, 20. Which pretty much is surprised everybody, but also like, you know, you got to celebrate every single win when you get it. We were hoping for much higher. I even saw, friends, I might get to it a bit later. So the TheCryptoSniper, shout out to Francis, Mr. Francis Hunt. Man, I love his speeches, friends. He gets you fired up. Francis is awesome. He actually made a post on PulseX and basically just outlined this. We're basically doing this part. Yeah, we've still got a while to go for this day one sack. We need to start making a big move on. If you remember, I mean, this is crazy. PulseX is green on the weekly SuperTrend. PulseX, it's still green. And also interesting, the buy and burn, right, 5.99%. So as you get to see, just got to remind everyone, friends, remember, PulseX has a buy and burn. It's automatic. It's not manual. It's automatic. And every time there's fees that basically occur, every time you trade, it goes on a route that buys the actual buys the token and throws it away. Literally buys it and throws it away, makes it more scarce over time. That's wonderful as well. So there's V1 PulseX and V2. V1 has a bug, which was probably intentionally left there. It buys and burns really fast. It does it like 4 times faster than it's meant to, which is everyone enjoys that, of course. And also just having some fun here, friends. I just have to pause it just to make this. This is you're gonna enjoy this. So live footage of your girl finding out you are holding Hex, the better Bitcoin, as it pumps 30% today. So obviously, give him that hawk tour right here. The pointiest elbows, breaking the backs of the bears, and if they even dare to take another breath on my watch, we've got Spoony. Get him, Spoony! They got no chance for us. Look what we survived through. Hex, the better Bitcoin. It rolls off the tongue so well, man. Yeah, this is gonna go very far. I imagine one day it goes so far that I do like a loop around crypto Twitter, and like everyone's just calling me like a full-on retard. They go, this guy's completely lost his plot. But then like they think, because obviously I'm easy, friends. I take it. Who jokes at himself more than me? No one. Okay, I take the biggest piss out of myself all the time. So I'm already planning in my mind when they all do this, right? What I'll do, I will screenshot. So I will zoom in to I'll construct the Hex BTC chart. I'll find the way to do like Hex went up X amount, BTC only went up that amount. And I will cherry pick it. I'm already telling you, because they know what I'm doing, and I'll do that. It doesn't even matter where it is, where the prices are, and it will literally make their freaking heads explode. Like they'll just reply back. What they don't know is, friends, they're feeding the algorithm more. That's actually what happens, because they reply back to me, the audience. That's what happens, friends. That's Twitter. That's engagement. That's actually what happens here. And by the way, I'm not even doing it for the engagement. I'm doing it for fun. Because isn't it funny to come across someone, you're like, dude, there's no way this person exists. This is total delusion. There's no way it's possible. But yeah, man, it is possible. Get ready for it. Now, I'm just going to quickly show you. I have this screenshot. This was before the slight pump up. Now, remember, friends, this green box, this was the corrupt SEC attacking Richard Hart. We dropped 66%. So if we recovered the move, if you think, okay, if we go back to around this area, so if we recover, what would the growth be? It would put us back to around 1.3x day one sack. That's for Pulse POS. So I'm just giving you an idea, because that's actually what happened to XRP. So on the announcement of SEC attacking XRP, it dropped 50%. The total move was bigger, but the announcement was 50% drop on that, like that smackdown. And then when the XRP army defeated the SEC, they went up 2x, but then it retraced the whole move. But it didn't retrace the whole move because XRP sucks. It retraced the whole move just because it was too early in the cycle. It happened in July 2023. That's a year before the Bitcoin halving. That's how early it was in the cycle, as I've shown you many times. With this one, we are later in the cycle. Basically, there's more an abundance of buyers. People understand the value propositions and stuff out here. So it's pretty much there's the abundance of buyers that'll be sitting around. And I got to remind you as well, okay, so shout out to my friend Hexagon5151 for these amazing cartoon pictures, man. This is so cool. So friends, the PulseChain core coins, they have thin liquidity compared to, you know, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and everything else. They don't have the thinnest. Obviously, the meme coins on there would have the thinnest, but they have thin liquidity relative. So your slingshot leverage on the upside and downside, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Obviously, friends, as you can see, even Ink pumping. Ink is pretty much like, it's Richard Hart's de facto kind of like meme coin. Because like, you know, founders, people who build stuff, it feels like in their personality, they don't just want to make a meme coin. They're like, man, I'm just clicking button. I'll do nothing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, yeah, they want to add some touch to it. That's probably why Incentive Token, the greenest logo, it's more fitting as a meme coin for Richard Hart than say if he just, hey, you want a meme coin? This is a cool idea. Because it's like, it ties in, it's more like the pancake swap story where like it's handed out as yield and it could play a role in the future. It's because the people who build stuff, that's what they prefer, you know? So that's just something to think about as well. Now, I'm just going to continue showing you again the others BTC chart here. So remember, friends, this is every other chart is not even needed. I'm not even joking. Everything, just throw it all away. You don't even need it. This is the most important thing, this, okay? And why? Obviously, it's just showing you when altcoins are cheap means safe. It means, okay, yeah, you're not moving up. It's annoying, but you don't have to worry about clicking sell or anything. You don't have to like exit everything. You don't have imminent danger. Altcoins are cheap. When altcoins are expensive, so maybe wave one here, but we don't even care about this one. We're happy to hold through this one. This is the danger zone, okay? This is pretty much, okay, altcoins as a whole are very expensive against Bitcoin. That's historically what it would mean because it's been, obviously the thing has been trending up over time. And that number would be around, you know, this number's huge, like 55% to 60%. You never know, it might even shock us, go to 70. That'd be big. But that's pretty much what we're waiting for. And that is nowhere near what we are now. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly show you the weekly chart for Biddy Coin. I want to remind you something as well, friends. So I saw Ivan on Tech talking about Ivan's been bullish since like, you know, January 2023. I want to remind you, even Ivan, right? I have too. In fact, I mean, I got bullish. I use all the signals here, right? So I just, but this, friends, I just want to show you something. There's no glory here. Okay, this is literally pain, anger, depression. There's no glory in terms of like who cares if you were like, you got it. It wasn't worth it. Like think about it, because what was worth it was waiting for the green weekly super trend. It flipped it in literally January. There you go. Green weekly super trend flipped green. Permission to be bullish. There you go. After that time. And here's the funny part. You got in after flips green. Okay, you get in at $22,000 BTC. You know what I mean? So, okay, you couldn't get 15 or 20, but you saw how bad everyone really thought it was going down to like 3,000, 2,000, thought it was game over. And since that point, we have not flipped red. We have not flipped. It's been green the whole time, even though it looks bad. Look at this green. Look, we had a close call. Japan's Pokemon Island. Close call. We still flipped green. Stayed green. Now, in the previous cycle, we had the early pump up and then zombie virus came after. We flipped red. Before that, though, Donald Trump, it was literally just up only green. So if you want to know, friends, this is I wonder if this happens, right? How long does it stay green for to the top? 777 days. After it flips green, it flips red after 826 days. So if you sometimes we just try to find these little, like, you know, cute little fractal things. The way we do 777 days, where will that take us? Interestingly enough, it takes us to Feb. It does take us to Feb. That'd be, actually, now I thought about it, that'd be tricky. Imagine that happens, man. It stays green on the weekly super trend for 777 days. And then it flips red. Wouldn't that trick everyone if Bitcoin made a new all-time high in Feb of 2026 next year? Because everyone will think the model is like everything's broken and stuff out. So that's, you know what I mean? That's why Or see how you're guessing? Oh, is it going to end in May? Is it going to end in June? Is it going to end in October? I don't know, man. All I know is bull markets end on Euphoria. And that's what you know as well, pretty much. I've told you how many times. Remember, bear markets end on the depression. Bull markets end on Euphoria. That's why, once again, we refer back to others BTC ratio. Once it's up here, I see, that's why I've told you, man, I don't care what Bitcoin's price is. I don't care. Bitcoin can be 100K up there. It could be 500K. I don't know. I'm just looking at the ratio. That's what I'm looking at to gauge, are we in a danger zone? And you're not trying to pick exact tops. It's just showing you in this zone, you got to consider, you have like, you don't have forever, but you should consider in that zone of time. It could be 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. Consider the next 12 months might repeat what they've done in the past, which is bear market. That's all. Not 2 months or 1 month or even 5 months. There are tricks that come up with tricks. Altcoins appear. They go really fast. Alt season over here. Another chain launches like weird stuff. Remember Colt DAO ran in April 2022. 5 months after everything meant to topped out. Right? So that can provide some problems for everyone. However, your goal here is not to you're not trying to pick an exact top or exact bottom. So I guess if everything plays out the same, it would be you just assess your probability going forward. You go, well, if 2026 repeats like everything else, there will be 8 red monthly candles for Bitcoin. I don't know what the prices will be. I don't know how low it will go. I don't know what it is. It's just 8 red monthly candles for Bitcoin. And we already saw what happened to the whole crypto market when Bitcoin just did like 3 red monthly candles. Look what it did in 2024. 1, 2, 3. Altcoins were down, friends. Just in 3 red monthly candles, altcoins down 80%. Okay, so that's something you're going to keep in the back of your mind. But for now, we have nothing to worry about. We need the price to go up first. That's the thing. That's why it's anxious. It's like, how are you going to go up to the price point? That's what we're waiting for. Now, if you're curious as well, I still have the PulseChain to Sol ratio, friends. Is slowly riding up here. Once it flips green, we're going to tell Ivan it's go time. You can convert your soy back into Pulse. I don't know if he'll do it though. But if he does, that's why, friends, it is in our best interest to tell him, hey, bro, the trade's on. Because, friends, how much louder are you or anybody once they're in something and they're making money in it? They're like really, 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 really loud. Like really loud about it. You know what I mean? And you enjoy it. Like, wow, this thing's going up. It's going great. You know what I mean? Because they don't know the pain. They're like, oh, this keeps going up forever. Isn't that beautiful? So that's what we would... It would be great if we actually can do that. We flip green and then things go up. Because if Ivan's got like 500,000 people watching and listening, and then they would be more diplomatic when it comes to this. Because Fred, you watched even Ivan the other day. He's like, listen, Ethereum, your layer 2s, they're all corporate chains. Corporate chains! He calls them all corporate chains. It's kind of like, that's why I've been talking about this for 2 years. I've been saying, decentralization is just a meme. It's just a meme. Okay, it really is. Just like on the internet, privacy is just a meme on the internet. In terms of Facebook, stop sharing my data. I go, bro, it's a full meme. Every Hotmail, YouTube, any service you've ever used on the internet, there's a terms of agreement. There's, hey, if you use this, we have every right to do everything we can. And go, okay, tick. And I'm like, why do you just care about it on Facebook or one thing out here? So... I think it's just some hypocrisy with humans when it comes to these, because not everyone really knows, right? We just get riled up about things. But yes, we're waiting for that moment. Something interesting I want to show you. This is the stock market. The purple line is interest rates, and the orange line is Bitcoin. What I'm going to do, friends, I want to show you something where, see how the rates have come down. They've started to cut. This is wild, right? There was one period in the past where the US Fed cut because things are slowing down, but then the economy picked back up. And I'm going to show it to you. That was actually the tech cycle. This is crazy. Look at this. It's actually here, friends. I'm not even joking. It's kind of spooky. And we're looking at that period right now. So look at this. The US Fed, okay, so they cut a bit. They go sideways, and look, they cut again. Look what ends up happening. They cut again. This was in 1998. And then you see this period here. This was the final exuberance of US tech stocks, internet stocks. This is like Cisco, Microsoft, everything going parabolic, even harder. And remember, they've been going parabolic, friends. It was literally up only since like for like 9-10 years. Been going up and look at this, up and up and up and up and up. Like it never came down, never came down. No retracement. Down, the down button is removed. It was only, look, they cut, this thing just started going up. And look what ended up happening. The US Fed had to start hiking. And then they actually fooled themselves. Like, wait a minute, it's all over. That was the final burst. Perhaps that's repeating. Do you know that was one of the... Yeah, that's crazy because that's why a lot of people believe that recession was over. You shouldn't even own crypto in 2024. And what was I telling you? I was like, look, man, I'm going to catch you as my friend with a Pokeball. I'm just going to believe that the 4-year cycle is going to play out. I'm going to... That's what... That, isn't it wild? What took precedence, friends? The 4-year cycle. The 4-year government debt global liquidity cycle. Isn't it? Look, we have such an edge here. You don't understand how lucky we are in crypto, friends. I'm not even exaggerating this. In crypto, it's so easy and clear because there's no interference with like commodities and hedging and all these US governments and all this Fugazi and the DCA money of the Ponzi buyers for superannuation and 401k, all of these. We don't have any of that. It's so linear and clear. It's so like, it's really a 4-year cycle. And the whole world's still learning about it. They haven't really believed in it yet. As you can see, if they believed in it then they wouldn't be intending to jeep their bags between now and like selling may go away and sell before it. They wouldn't believe in it. Okay, so what I want to show you is it is possible we get some of a surprise where this year, see how we're cutting rates and the inverted yield curve, everyone thinks it's over. Well, it's possible that we go sideways or we cut a bit more and then you never know. Bitcoin keeps going up, and then the US Fed's kind of like in a year, at the end of the year, oh crap, might have to hike rates a bit. Inflation's going back up. That might happen. They have to hike rates again, but then in 2026, they have to cut again because whatever reason, you know, do you see how they got tricked out at the very, very end of the cycle? That's what happens in this one. But ultimately, see, the beautiful part is you and I, we don't have to assess all these like complicated probabilities or anything out here. That's why, man, we really do have a secret, friends. I've actually got the secret here. And I've shown you that the ratio of altcoins to Bitcoin has marked the end every single time. You know, this is outside of the top 10. Okay, it's outside of the top 10. So this is, yes, it really is. It's a guiding star. It truly is. As a whole, you know, everything to get worried out here. This is the same chart, just cleaned up in another form. See, 1 year bull, 3 years bear, and here we are participating for this pump up. We don't know where it's going to land. We don't know exactly. If you want to know what would be the dream summit, it would be 1-to-1 parity. Now, that number, friends, is so big. Like, you got to think about what did others BTC from the low to the top do to the very, very end here? It was 560%, 6.6x. Okay, so where would I'm just like I don't think this is gonna happen, friends. But if just don't rely on this. This would be scary. Oh wow! But if it did around that point, it would be around parity, 1-to-1 parity. Then here's the thing: it's going to flip it over time, probably over the years. It'll flip it because network effects. They're learning how to copy the best stuff from Bitcoin, and not tech stuff. We mean like memes, culture, religions, archetype. So, you know, marketing and branding and country stuff out here. It's kind of like countries watch America and they're like, oh, let's give businesses these tax laws. Let's just copy America's one, right? So it stops the bleeding or the immigration into America from your country. You can think of it in another way. So this is altcoins versus Bitcoin. See, this is the 1.0 if it hits it up here. But I almost guarantee the first time it gets there, just get out. Just get out. Let the market revisit later on. But don't rely on that because it's a huge move to get there. Now, I made this post yesterday. This is funny. Why I'm bullish on PulseChain. I am desperately holding for too long and I deserve something after going down for 4 years. I need the coins to go up now. Solid fundamental thesis. So I posted that. I love every single one of you. All you liking. Of course, the typical fudsters, I've got to call these mid-curve losers. They come out, they just start slamming. They go hard and hard and hard and hard. It's funny. And then look what happens next. green. So it was funny that all of these things, these people, they don't know how to laugh at themselves. Like we admit we are on this journey together. Noah's Ark, we're on Noah's Ark, but we're not Noah, okay? We're more like We're like a little baby lamb on there. Was there a baby lamb on the ark, friends? Let me know, Bible guys. We're like rocking at the back of the boat, hoping we'll make it. That's what it feels like. Also, one of the gentle sirs in the comment section asked me to look at pDAI. So pDAI as well, friends. That's nice. pDAI is up, wow, 77% from that low. That's beautiful from this little thing. So I just did this pitchfork, friends. It's weird how it looks, this pitchfork. I don't know. It just looks like, hey, it looks like it's a channel. I'm just going to like make it look like it's going up. It's kind of funny how the bands work out. I don't even know how you meant to do it. The high to the low. I don't know how these things work. It's doing some extrapolation. But hey, I'm just making it look fun. Hey, come up here. So this would be, if it follows this trajectory of growth, okay, it implies $1 by, I guess, in a year from now. I remember even Ivan, one of you baby dolls, asked Ivan, what do you think of pDAI? And he was like, I guess he goes, you know what? You want to call me mid curve? I just don't buy it. Whatever. That's okay. That's okay. All that means is the price isn't high enough. That's all it means, bro. All it means, friends, is the price is not high enough. When you're looking at these logos, like we have the PulseX logo and everything out here, friends, the price just isn't high enough for them. It will come though. Okay. When I'm just guessing, if pDAI can get to 10 cents, that would pretty much, everyone will be like, okay, I've got to watch some of his videos now. And if you want a quick recap onto it, pDAI allows Richard Hart to have a truly decentralized stablecoin. Okay. It allows him to transfer purchasing power from the OA coins, mint a stablecoin, and most importantly, what it's doing is its product market fit goes after tether money, which is like $140 billion. There's a real dollars here. And if those people can bridge in, not all of them, okay, just 5% of them. If you can get $7 billion, that's a lot of money. $7 billion to come in and they're earning yield of sorts. That's a lot of dollars, man. Their purchasing power, bonding to pDAI, can be used to basically pump up the ecosystem. That's what it is. If everyone's effectively making it, that's in a nutshell. That's what it lets you do. Okay. So obviously we've made lots of videos on that, but I know no one's gonna pay attention until it's 10 cents. You know. And I also saw shout out to Matty Allen's stream. I was watching Kareem and stuff out here. Remember, friends, this is more risky. You know, this is more risky. See, in their mind, they believe Hex is going 100x no matter what. It is going 100x. Yeah, because there's a community. It's in the second cycle. Yeah, they are happening. This is just me. Okay, everyone's free to do what they want. I personally, every time I've looked at a coin and I've tried to guess when it will pump, I've been wrong. Everyone gets it wrong. Because we always think, oh, I know that coin is cheap, but I don't think it's going to pump in the next 1.5 to 2 years compared to this other set. Everyone gets it wrong. Everyone. So now I just have a policy. If I see something and I identify it, I get in. That's it. That is it. Undeniable, you know, literally undeniable, friends. I will not argue with that whatsoever. Look what happened to XRP. XRP, best example is XRP. XRP put everybody on show, didn't it? Didn't it? XRP, look at this whopper of a moves up to $3, nearest all-time high. Just showing you. That's what XRP did in 2017 cycle. And I'm just, isn't it wonderful that it's actually started it again? It just started racketing up in 2017, and here we are, 2021. Yeah, that would be crazy because that's where BCB wants to sell around $8 here. So I'm just showing you XRP just starts moving up early. You know, we will all assume. See, if you had to guess, we're like, well, XRP maybe it just moves at the end. Maybe Bitcoin's got to hit a higher price. No, it moved first. It moved before everything else. Also, shout out to my friend Zach. He showed PWBTC, friends. So purple Bitcoin's up to $1,200. Did a 34% move up. So welcome to PulseChain, we love you. All these things are in play, but you get to see it all comes down to the core coin. Doesn't matter what you're looking at. I'll just give an ode out here as well. So we've got still Chainlink hanging around. Yeah, everything's it's the same thing over and over again. So this is the weekly chart of Painlink. It's got much higher to go, just like everything else. Really though, it all comes down to the Ethereum, friends. Ethereum has got to, if you check, Ethereum is up 17% from its bottom. It's got to start moving now. Remember, I've told you, like, we're now in that window. Actually, I just thought about it, man. It's ticked over that first day. Remember, I told you, if you go back January 2021, no, if you go back to 2021 cycle and 2017, like the earliest Ethereum started moving up was mid-January, and the latest was like end of Feb. That's when it was not had pumped up yet, but like actually was like, okay, we're actually moving now. Okay, it was and we are on day one of that 6-week window, like right now. We literally just ticked over to day one. So between now and end of January. So if it continues, it pretty much, Ethereum should in the next 6 weeks try to take a stab towards this $4,400 to $4,800 zone in the next 6 weeks. So that would be, how much is Ethereum moving up? Because man, they got to move. It's crypto, man. You go parabolic, bro. They don't sit for anyone. That's another 37% move for ETH. 30, let's say just say 30% just to round it down. That's what we're expecting next. You have Donald Trump's SEC stuff. And yeah, just to clarify as well, we're still waiting for Judge Auntie Carol when it comes to Richard Hart's SEC stuff out here. You've still got to deal with the fake soy boy and lactating man boob Interpol stuff as well. However, the fraud thing might still be that concern where they're like, well, the SEC is alleging fraud, but bro, like SEC, scum. How about you ask the people in the community? No, I didn't get frauded. Get off our backs. You're the ones who are frauding us. You're the ones who made us go down 50%, by the way. So that is definitive proof, friends. So you know, if the SEC, just telling you, I'm going to give you guys a poll. Hey, I've got a poll. If you say Richard Hart didn't fraud you out, your bags will instantly go up 2.3x. Are you going to vote to that? You'll say, yes, I'll vote for that. Okay, there you go. There you go, 250,000 people, problem solved. Problem literally solved. Okay, straight away. All these people say there was no fraud. Okay, there you go. We're up at 1.3x day one sec. Wouldn't you love a free 2.2x? Well, it's not free. They stole it away from us. They stole a 2.3x away from us when they did the drop down here. And that would be mimicking XRP. So, Bitcoin 100K. The next part now begins, friends. Trump's inauguration moving forward. Like, subscribe, belly button all. Catch you in the next one.